Welcome to the Fredericksburg Center of the Creative Arts, Fcca, located in downtown historic Fredericksburg, Virginia, in our home, the Silversmith House, circa 1785. I'm Carol Morgan, the curator of the Frederick Gallery, and I'm welcoming you to this month's June 2022 Artist Choice Juried Exhibition. In our downstairs members gallery, we have a solo show by the artist Kathleen Murray. Please come in person and visit our exhibitions to thoroughly enjoy a close-up and personal interaction with our artwork. I'd like to introduce to you our juror for this June Artist Choice exhibition. Catherine Hillis graduated University of Texas, MFA Studies, and University of Georgia, BFA cum laude. She is a signature member in Laguna Plain Art Painters Association and a member of the National and American Watercolor Societies and a member of American Women Artists. She is a nationally recognized award-winning artist, and her work appears in prestigious private, corporate, and museum collections in the United States and abroad. Her work can be found in recent publications of Watercolor Artist Magazine, Plein Air Magazine, Fine Art Connoisseur Magazine, The Washington Post, and American Artist Magazine. Catherine has served as a member of the faculty at the Art League School in Alexandria, Virginia, Frederick Community College in Maryland, and in many art centers across the United States and around the world. She recently relocated to Virginia and continues each year to conduct workshops, nationally and internationally. I'd like to welcome our juror, Catherine Hillis.
Hi, what an honor it is to be invited to judge the show here at Fcca, and I want to thank Carol Morgan for inviting me. First, I viewed your paintings online, and then today I was graced with being able to see them in person, and what an exciting time it's been to be able to see these pieces up front and close. I know how hard you artists work to put together your pieces, and no matter what substrate you're using, I know there's a lot of thought and time and energy that goes into that. Some people might want to know, what does a judge do? How do they select what they select? And I'm very technique oriented, so at first I am always looking at technique, but then after that I'm looking at composition, value, and always the narrative. If there is a narrative or an unusual way of looking at a piece of art, I'm going to really give it another look, and I'm going to linger there, and that's really a special thing to me. So because I'm a teacher, I would like to say just a couple of things about the presentation of the artwork and about your photographs as well. So when you take a photograph of your work, it's really important not to get distortion, and you can probably look this information up online, but it's really important to take your phone, if you're using your iPhone, which is perfectly fine, and make it hold it parallel to the piece of artwork so that there's no distortion of the piece. And then be sure to use your cropping tool on your computer to really crop it well. When your photograph is good, it helps the judge to really see just your piece and not some extraneous background information. Also framing, it's really important to frame your piece professionally, and you might want to start asking friends or peers for wholesale framers that work with artists. There's so many of them these days that you can find online, and I myself am always happy to answer questions about that. If you're not using a frame, artists, it's really important to paint the sides of your canvas. There are some shows that you may not be able to get into if you don't present your work in that manner. And also really think carefully about your signature and how you want the future to look you up. If you're only using initials, it might be very difficult for a future collector to find you 10 or 20 years down the road. So think of your signature as part of the design of your piece, and also how you want to be thought about in history, and to help somebody to look you up online 10 years down the road. So I want to congratulate Carol Natcham for Chatham Rust. This is a mixed media collage, and I really like the simple presentation, a very simple frame. I like the antiqued background. I don't do collage, so I found myself coming very close, trying to figure out just what the narrative was that the artist was trying to say. I also really enjoy how she left a white border around each of the collages and put this together with two pieces. So congratulations. I'd like to congratulate Bev Blay on her mixed media on Yupo painting called Interruptions. I've worked on Yupo paper before. It is a tough substrate to work with. Kudos to you, and I like the design, I like the fluid movement. Today I was especially attracted to paintings that had a lot of diagonals and circular movement in them, and abstracted compositions. So congratulations, honorable mention. So congratulations to Jasper Drilling for his painting Jack. It's an oil painting. It's a portrait, but is it a portrait? And I think the interesting narrative and the way he presented a traditional portrait in a different way, with the subject looking down into a reflective glass, is what attracted me here. I also like to paint reflections, but this shows a lot of the refractions that happen when a subject is broken up through glass. So congratulations, good work. Congratulations to Rebecca Visker for Hold On a Little Longer. It's a very long painting in India ink. It's probably 5 feet tall. And it looks like a subway, a picture of two riders on a subway, and it goes all the way from the top of the station to the bottom, to the floor. Very intriguing. I kept walking back to this one because it was so interesting, not only in the unusual display and format and composition, but also in the approach. So congratulations. India ink is an interesting media. And I like your presentation. It's different and unique. I want to congratulate Rachel Bivens for 3rd place for Seasons and More Time. This is acrylic and ink, and it's a very tactile piece. In fact, Rachel encourages you to touch this, and she has painted this with the visually impaired in mind. I actually didn't even know that when I saw the slide, and when I first came in today to see the painting, I was taken by the very warm colors, a strange and intriguing story, and the beautiful artistic brushstrokes. It's very painterly, and that's why Rachel won 3rd place. These warm, inviting colors attract me. And I'm still kind of wondering just what the story is, which again makes me and all the other viewers out there linger just a little bit longer. Congratulations. And our 2nd place winner, congrats to Kate Brogdon for Illy and the Whale Kites. The photography in the show was very strong. The reason, well, there were actually several reasons why I was attracted to this. First of all, it made me smile. Who isn't going to smile and be happy when they look at this photograph? It's whimsical, it tells a story, but it's also very nicely presented. There's a nice mat, a frame, which separates the painting from the wall, and it has a very good professional look. It's big. I do like the larger format for photographs, but it's a wonderful story. It's very good photographer, very well done. I love the composition. I love the energy in it. I love your technique. So congratulations. And Congratulations to Sarah Gondwy for Love is in the Air. I love this painting from the first moment I walked into the room. It makes me happy, it makes me smile. I stood back from it and it caught my eye. It's big, it's bold, the colors are bold. And then I got close to it and I started looking, and I love the composition, I love the diagonal lines, the circular, almost Nautilus type lines, the energy. And then of course I looked at the media, and it's melted crayon and acrylic. How ingenious, how different, how unique, how mysterious. So I just love this painting. I think it's a lot of fun. It made me smile. So congratulations to you.
thank you for joining us for this video, and thank you to Catherine Hillis for sharing with us her expertise, and especially for selecting these wonderful awards. And artists will receive their awards through the mail, and we will be open on first Friday, June 3rd for extended hours, noon to 8:30 p.m. So please come in and visit our exhibitions in person. Thank you, Catherine.
Thank you so much for inviting me. It was really an honor. Thank you.